Hello viewers, today I will show you how to make these delicious chicken leg quarters and some fresh greens to go with it. For this recipe, I'm using 4 chicken leg quarters. I've washed them and now I'm just patting them dry so that the seasonings can hold on to them nicely. You want to remove any excess skin if it's there, and then pat it dry, and when you're done, before seasoning the chicken quarters, we're going to make some tiny slits on the pieces just to help with the seasoning getting in there nicely and also ensuring this cooks evenly, considering it's quite a huge chunk. Now for the seasonings, I'm using rotisserie chicken seasoning, about 2 teaspoons, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and then I'm using some garlic powder, also 2 teaspoons. I'm using onion powder, also 2 teaspoons. And then I'm using Italian seasoning, a whole tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half, depending on how much you like it. Some parsley, 1 teaspoon, some paprika, 2 teaspoons, and then some salt to taste. So of course you want to adjust your seasonings because the chicken pieces can be large or small, larger or smaller than mine. So you want to adjust your seasonings accordingly. You can also switch out seasonings that you don't have, or something you have in your kitchen, you can use it. Now I'm using some olive oil. I'm adding about 1/3 cup, and your goal here is to just get the seasoning nicely mixed with the oil. So you could add more or even reduce it, it's okay. And then I'm going to add a squeeze of lemon juice, which is really good with the chicken. Lemon juice makes chicken taste really good. Of course, you do not want to overdo it. So once you've mixed your seasonings with olive oil like so, you can optionally add lemon juice as well. So I'm using about 1/3 piece of normal size lemon here, about 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice, not more. Mix it in, and then you're going to rub this seasoning onto your chicken. You want to place your chicken on a large enough bowl and then just drop the seasoning in there and go ahead and rub it in. Of course, make sure all the chunks, all the parts of each quarter are nicely coated with the seasoning, like so. And then to bake this, you're going to need a wider tray, line it with aluminum foil, and use a rack if possible, because that's just going to ensure that the chicken cooks really well on all sides. You're going to bake this at 400 for 1 hour, but you're going to flip it. Okay, so we are also making some fresh kale. I've already washed my kale. I've shaken off excess water, and now I'm just chopping it here. Guys, I don't know if you like kale, but if you eat kale this way, you're going to love it, guaranteed. Cut up some red onion to saute the kale with. It adds a nice taste, better than the yellow onion. And I had some cherry tomatoes left in my fridge, and I decided to use them in this recipe, but this is totally optional, and you could also use some Roma tomatoes or regular tomatoes here. Now the chicken has been cooking for 40 minutes. It's time to flip it before we cook the kale. Go ahead and flip your chicken gently, because at this point it's beginning to let go of the bone. You want to handle it very gently. Flip it and then return it to the oven for another 10 minutes before you flip it again. So this is going to ensure that it cooks really nicely and evenly. This is 10 minutes in, so 50 minutes total. Flip it one more time. You can see that it's beginning to brown, and it's going to be super crispy in the end. So return it in the oven, and now let's cook our kale. About 1 tablespoon or 2 of cooking oil. Saute your onion. About a minute. Saute your onion for about a minute until it's softening up. Then add your cherry tomatoes. Cook those for a moment. Add some salt. You do not need the cherry tomatoes to crush up. They're going to crush up later anyway. Add your kale. I'm using 2 bunches of kale here. Add everything in there. Let it cook down. You're going to just turn this around until it wilts and cooks down. And then the secret ingredient here is some coconut or coconut milk. So go ahead and add 1/3 cup of Thai Kitchen or any other coconut milk brand that you have. It adds a ton of flavor and softness onto the kale. Mix that for another minute or 2, and your kale is done. Taste, of course, to make sure the salt is enough, and your kale is done. Back to the chicken. 60 minutes later, the chicken is done and it looks amazing. Of course, you want to adjust time a little bit based on the size of your pieces, maybe plus or minus 10 minutes. I'm serving my chicken here with rice and this kale. Guys, this is a delicious dish. For the plain rice, I just boiled it with olive oil and butter. That's how I cook my plain rice. It's tasteful, very flavorful. And yeah, this is like a typical Kenyan meal, although for the rice, you would replace it with ugali and you got yourself a Kenyan dinner. So guys, enjoy this dish and I really hope you love it. Leave me a comment, like the video, it helps a lot. Subscribe so that you continue seeing these amazing recipes. And yeah, I hope you stay around. Thank you and bye bye.